Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I have done an energy forecast. And with this wonderful weather that's coming in, I actually am like digging the drizzling rain and the thunderstorm that's coming through. And I'm using the Foretell cards today. The Foretell. I like these decks. It's a pretty intense little deck to use, and I wanted to use that. I have all sorts of cool decks that I have had come in. That's Benny saying hello. Benny, Benny, we're live. We're live. Don't. Okay. All right. Benny's trying to rule the roost in the house today, but we're using the Foretell deck. And it's time for an energy forecast. And got my little moon incense. So if you are new, welcome. We're in my sacred space today, and I'm happy to see you. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know that you are here. What you think of the reading. And I had a card just fall out, so I'm going to bend down and get it. Whoa, okay, so thanks for coming back. Alright. So, I'm like, okay, we're getting ready to go into Mercury retrograde. I think it's like next week, to be honest. I don't know if we're like really technically in it, but we're on that cusp of it, going into it. So, things can really start to shift during that. And, for years, I would joke about Mercury retrograde and that I really didn't believe in it per se. But I do, after years of kind of studying through it and being in the field that I am. I work in energy. The stars really do kind of affect the way things happen in this world. And this first card is really, when I looked at it, I was like, okay, what are we talking about? And it says fruits of labor. And what we're looking at here, my friends, is that being stuck in a loop. Being stuck in a loop. Almost being there at the point of completion. But there's something that's holding us back. At fruits of labor upside down, opening the scene, telling us what is this week looking like, what are we looking at, just in the energy coming in. And it's being in that loop where almost being there. Alright, veil of protection. Okay, so I'm going to say this is, when I look at this card, the immediate picture I get in my head is of being on a bicycle with a bicycle helmet. So it's, even though, the energy is kind of labile and almost volatile, that you do have your helmet on, okay? You do have your helmet on. So there is a level of protection. I'm not talking about knee pads and elbow pads and all of that stuff. All I'm talking about is the helmet. Okay, so there's nothing else that's there. So it's a thin veil of protection, but yeah, you do have some protection. Now, fertile abundance is in the help, but it's also an upside down card. So when I'm looking at this card, immediately what I thought was, you have everything you need. It's not like you're going to win this great windfall in the next couple of days or the next week. No, you have everything that you need. And take consideration with that. Instead of being in a panic over what you need to get or what you need to do, look at what you have completed and look at what you do have as all of your resources. This isn't a warning. This isn't a negative time. What this is just a reminder of us to, and the word I get is take inventory. Start going through your life, going through your stuff. Sit down with a piece of paper and a pen. It's much more powerful than when you try to, type it in on your phone, on your notepad. Sit down with a pen and paper and write all of the things that you have accomplished so far in 2026. This Mercury retrograde is a little bit about us starting to see ourselves in a new perspective and a new sense of growth. Alright, so where is this going to lead us all into? And let's take a look. Let's see what the deck says is the next card. And got it right here. Let's take a look at it. The next card here is Second Chance. And so this is your opportunity to see yourself in a new sense of light. That, yeah, you're going to have to go through a little bit of that yucky kind of some cleanup work, letting go, releasing, looking at things in a different perspective. And that means looking at yourself in a different perspective. So I hope you enjoyed this energy forecast for the week, and chance always favors a prepared mind. We have on Friday, we have an Ionic Foot Detox. It's a $25 cash special on Friday afternoon from 1 to 6. Text me at 405-549-3766 if you would love to participate.